Hello everyone, Gliderman here. So today we're going to be looking at using user input to do some math. So first we need a scanner for our project here. So we're just going to use a scanner class and we're just going to name it scan, just like that. And you're going to see that it's going to pop up an error. And let's wait for that to load. And we need to import scanner, which is from the java.util package. So just double click that and you're going to see it automatically adds the import statement. Now down here we're going to do scan is assigned a new scanner because we need to create the scanner to actually use it. And what we do is we pass in between these parentheses what it reads from, and that's going to be the system dot and input, which is an input stream. So now that's all set up. Now we want to ask our user to input a number. So we can just do system.out.println, enter the first number to, let's just say in this case, multiply. So multiply. And just like that. And now we need to pull in an integer. So we're going to just say int, and we're just going to call this one first, just like that. And then we're going to call scan.nextInt. And now we have that integer that the user entered. Now we're going to say system.out.println, enter the second number to multiply, just like that. So we're going to create another integer and we're going to make it called second. And so we're just going to do scan.nextInt, just like that. And now we need to make that final value of whatever the multiplication was. So we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of space and we're going to say int result as the name of the integer. And then we're going to assign it to first times second. And the asterisk there is the multiplication symbol in programming, as there is not a multiplication symbol. X doesn't work here because that's confused and it makes it think that it's a variable. So we're going to do that, and we're just going to say system.out.println, and then the result is, and then we're going to give ourselves a little bit of space before we attach this integer, and then we're just going to attach result using a plus. So we're going to just save that, and then we're going to click run. That'll compile it, and then here you'll see it pops up in our console. So enter the first number to multiply. Let's do 5, and then just press enter, and then 6. And you're going to see the result is 30, which is 5 times 6. So that's all good and working. Now we can change that around to whatever we want. We could make that divide, let's just say, or we could do minus, or we could do plus. But for now we're going to do divide, and we're going to change this to just say divide. Come on, there we go. And change that one to divide. Save, run, and then let's just do 5 again, and then divide it by 6. Well, that isn't quite right, because it doesn't have any decimal places. Now, why doesn't it have any decimal places? Because we're dealing strictly with integers, which is what the int stands for. So what we need to do is we need to use floats, which stands for floating point. So we're just going to do that, and then instead of next int, we're going to ask for the next float, which will allow us to input floating point values, or decimal, into the console. So let's save that and run that again. So if we did 4.5 divided by 6.7, you're going to see that that's the result. And I can check that with a quick calculator. So that was 4.5 divided by 6.7, and you see that the answer was proper. So we're just going to clear that. So that's how you do some quick, simple user input there. And you can even use that to, let's just say, control a switch statement. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit and change it around. And I'm going to ask for an int and enter the switch statement block number. Not something very user-friendly, but we're just going to use that in this case. Down here, we're going to run a switch statement, and we're going to switch that number that we've called first. We're going to do an open brace and press enter. And we're going to enter in our first case of being 0. And so we're going to say that 0 is quit, let's just say. So we're just going to call return, which will bounce the program back up here, and since there's nothing left, it'll just quit. Now, we're going to go down here, and we're going to do case 1. And so here we could say system.out println use selected to do addition, let's just say. And you could do your addition code in there, or even reference a method that does the addition code. And then after you make sure that you have a break, it'll do exclusively that. And let's just say you had 2 system.out println you selected to do subtraction, like that. And then make sure to include a break there. We don't need a break on this first one, as a return statement will just quit it out anyway. So let's just say we had code in here to do addition and here to do subtraction. We could do that. But anyway, that's a simple usage of how to use this. And let me just run it real quick. And let's just say it was 2. You selected to do subtraction. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!